and now you die too.
This fight never happened. Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise never sparred together. No stunt coordinator, no studio lot, no $1 million lighting rig. Still, millions of people thought this was real, and it has raised a serious question. Could AI-generated videos replace conventional filmmaking? Not enhance it, not assist it, replace it. Because this isn't just a creative revolution, it's an engineering one too. In 2022, AI could barely animate a blurry face. In 2026, it can simulate cinematic fight choreography. AI video generation has evolved rapidly with systems like Sora from OpenAI, Veo from Google, and now Seedance from TikTok creators ByteDance. These systems generate video from text prompts. Some also accept image inputs. Others can animate still frames or extend video clips. Modern AI video models use diffusion models, which extrapolate single frames. Then things like transformer architecture is trained on massive video datasets to keep consistency across multiple frames. To reduce computer load, latent space compression must be used, along with time consistency algorithms for flicker reduction. In essence, the model predicts not just what one frame looks like, but also what the next 24 frames per second should look like, and do so consistently. And that is incredibly hard. The viral Brad Pitt-Tom Cruise fight video spread rapidly across social media like TikTok and X. It shows a realistic facial likeness, dynamic camera angles, convincing lighting, and cinematic pacing. But it wasn't real, so why did it work? Humans are incredibly sensitive to faces, particularly familiar faces, and AI models are trained extensively on celebrity data. Most viral AI videos are under 60 seconds, as short sequences hide temporal flaws. The action masks imperfections as fast motion hides fine details. The lighting and cinematic framing show how well AI can copy style. However, this video is primarily made up of 3 or 4 shots, which are framed in a way to hide consistency across the environment. To best understand this, we can look at another recent viral video, Apex by the Door Brothers. This video is relatively long for an AI piece at 3 minutes 15 seconds and features most of the action centered around one character. At first glance, the visual look is on par with some of the biggest budget Hollywood blockbusters, but look close and you start to notice some issues. This could be anything from subtle changes to the character's face and makeup, to this shot of the stairs, which not only shows her running across a handrail at one point, but the stairs make no sense at all. She's running up when she's supposed to be going down, and there appears to be 3 sets of stairs closest to the edge of frame, which look to be connected in an infinite loop. When she runs down the street, people appear out of nowhere when objects like cars pass frame. Lighting and colour grading changes, the bridge goes from having 3 arches to 2, the vehicle is consistently switching direction, etc. These are mostly temporal coherence issues. We've all watched real filmmaking and have learned that it obeys Newton physics and muscle biomechanics. Even though we've never been taught the language of film, we understand camera inertia, lens optics, and the rules of continuity. However, AI approximates them statistically. That's not the same thing. Generating 10 seconds is impressive. Generating 90 minutes, that's an entirely different engineering problem. A successful feature film requires character consistency and costume continuity. There needs to be spatial awareness along with dialogue memory. A good story includes emotional arcs and visuals. There needs to be scene transitions. All of this AI currently struggles with. Not to mention the artistic and narrative decision making that goes into every departmental aspect of filmmaking. From cinematography to set design, costumes, and even the acting itself. Ignoring this makes for a highly superficial end product. The problem is that diffusion-based video models do not remember earlier scenes in a story unless explicitly engineered to do so. It's okay for a short clip, but long-form narrative requires persistent character identity and scene-to-scene coherence. Anyone who has worked with AI will tell you that models frequently change object shapes. We can see hands merging into props and slight changes to the environment. The longer the video, the more probable it is that errors will accumulate. We are no longer in the era of silent movies, so we expect dialogue, but realistically generating it is another headache for AI models. 5 separate elements are needed: large language models, voice synthesis, lip synchronization, facial micro movements, breath timing. All must be synchronized, and doing so in real time is computationally expensive. And then there's getting AI to do what you want with a prompt. Type in epic fight scene won't get you a movie. AI video prompting is far closer to writing technical specifications than to writing a video script. A simple, effective prompt structure should include the camera type and lens, the lighting, the actor's positioning and their emotions, the camera's motion and the duration of each shot, the environment of the shot, and any audio cues. You're essentially describing set design, cinematography, acting direction, and editing in text. And even then, AI may not deliver what you've asked or ignore you entirely. You need to regenerate repeatedly, modifying your prompt until the AI gives you an approximation of what you asked for. Some creators say that it can take 50 to 200 prompt attempts to get a usable 10-second clip. So, if AI gets to the point where it can convincingly generate actors, what happens to the actors? The reaction has been mixed and tense. The 2023 Screen Actors Guild strikes prominently featured concerns about AI. The guild pushed for protections against the replication of digital likenesses. Studios worry about copyright liability, misuse of deepfakes, and public criticism. While the audience draw of leading actors like Brad Pitt and Tom Cruise may be enough to hold AI at bay, extras and even smaller roles could be at risk. Meanwhile, companies like Netflix and Disney are quietly investing in AI production tools, not to replace filmmaking, but to augment it. The future may not be about AI replacing Hollywood, but about Hollywood becoming powered by AI. So, where is AI likely to integrate into movie making? For now, there is an obvious starting point: pre-visualization. Using AI to prototype a scene before expensive shooting. AI could also be used with green screen to generate crowd scenes and environments as a more sophisticated CGI. Context permitting AI could be useful in creating digital doubles for actors in, say, particularly hazardous scenes. Potentially, AI could handle the initial editing of a movie, creating a rough cut based on script and pacing. And then it could also be used with a final edit to perfect lip syncing or dubbing for multiple languages, something which is actually in operation right now. In this way, AI becomes a tool like CGI once did. And remember, when CGI first appeared, many said it would destroy cinema instead of expanding it. However, generating the high-quality AI video required for feature films requires massive GPU arrays, high memory bandwidth, and terabytes of training data. Long-form 4K AI feature films would require enormous inference computing, massive storage, and dedicated render farms. For now, this is still expensive. So, what have we learned about AI's ability to create video? AI can generate shockingly realistic clips, and it excels at mimicking video styles. It struggles with long-term narrative coherence and requires considerable computing power. And naturally enough, Hollywood is cautious but experimenting. The Brad Pitt versus Tom Cruise fight shows what's possible, but it also shows what's missing. AI-generated video lacks true physicality, emotional nuance, and creative intentionality. AI is a tool, and it amplifies creators. They don't replace them, at least not yet. The real question is, when AI becomes good enough for anyone to create feature films, will anyone want to watch it?